Hi everyone, and welcome to Yogatic. My name is Francesca, and today I'd like to show you Bhujapadasana, which is arm pressure pose. It's a fun pose to do. It is, of course, to build up some strength on the upper body, but also it's an excellent stretch for the lumbar spine. Okay, so it's very good for, say, for example, if you kind of feel compressed into the lower back. Okay. We'll go slowly, so don't get overwhelmed. I have a blanket here that we may need, so I'll do it first without, and then I'll tell you what to do with the blanket. So you need to kind of warm up before this pose. So ideally, you have done some sun salutations or some hip openers as well. Okay, because there is a bit of a hip opening involved as well. So we can start with standing with the feet parallel, okay? And we can just come forward into Uttanasana. So the feet are as wide as the hips, and we can come forward, okay? So, and we're already kind of gently stretching the lumbar spine. Now, we can bend the knees and try and get your arms in between your legs, and you can bring your hands behind your feet, okay? This is when I was saying that the blanket may be handy underneath the heels of the hands. And also, if you can't really reach with so if you're still here, so if your palms can't go onto the floor, you may want to stay here for a while and maybe strengthen your thigh muscles, okay? If you can get your palms into the floor, you can then bend your elbows and have your upper thighs resting onto your upper arms. So you can see it's like I'm making a chair with my arms, okay? So the elbows are bent and the upper thighs are resting there. Squeezing your thighs into your upper arms, and this is already feeling a nice stretch into the lumbar spine. You can take a moment here to send your heart forward so that you're not rounding the upper back too much. And if you have the strength and flexibility, you can have your feet a little closer to each other, getting the weight into the front of the hands rather than the heels. And then slowly you can cross your feet and even push yourself a little higher so you can really press. And of course, there is a little bit of abdominal strength involved for this one. You can have your feet down and change the cross of your legs. So the leg that is the foot that was in front now is back. And my recommendation is that you really press your thighs into your upper arms. So you see my thighs are quite high up. And you can push yourself up. Keep the breath steady. It's great for focusing the energy as well, focusing the attention. And on the exhale, you can have your feet down into the floor again. And come up the same way you came back down. So with the blanket now, okay, I'll just show you briefly if you kind of get stuck, okay? So you can have your feet maybe slightly wider. And with the hands can rest onto the blanket, and you can stay here. And over time, you'll be surprised how easy will be maybe to just lower down, even if you stay here without lifting the feet for a while, okay? And then come up and stretch forward. Good. The next stretch would be, I would recommend after this one, if you've done it for a few breaths and your wrists are a bit sore, what you could do, you could sit onto the mat, legs crossed or legs wide, and just gently have the knuckles of your hands on the floor with the fingers pointing towards you, so that you're giving a nice stretch to your wrists. The chest can be open. And then you can come up into sitting. So I hope you enjoyed it. Keep practicing, it's fun. I know it's a bit difficult, but it's a nice kick when you can do it. Thank you. you.